part-time jobs. I got my first part-time job and I had it for around 6 months during a break, and I got it together with my friend, this girl.
You can't say that, that's not...
Basically, she had connections with the boss, which also means I technically benefited from nepotism because we managed to get the job super easily, which also I think should have warned me about something. Anyway, it was an F&B job where we sold Cantonese desserts. So they are in bowls and can come in hot or cold. Some had ice cream, some were paste, and some were puddings. We also sold snacks and like 4 mains, so we had some dishes with big plates. And because we sold Cantonese desserts, it was a Mandarin speaking job, which I am not the best at. So actually I have zero idea why I accepted the job, but it kind of worked out in the end. Because the words I needed at work weren't too complicated and actually was very manageable. So the shop was so small, like tiny. It had around 12 to 15 tables, and if I count the chairs, it's probably like 56, I think, which is quite little for a food place, right? There was a lady there who worked full-time, and she taught me the ropes. My first day was 6 days before my friend's because she was overseas. It was quite nice and quite manageable. I actually wasn't taught how to use the cash register, so when somebody wanted to order... Anyway, so there was this thing that happened constantly where there are a few tables that can seat 6 people, and constantly couples and or duos would sit at a 6-person seat, and I would be so confused because why would you take up so many tables and seats? Most of the time when we see this, we try to ask them to move to a smaller table. Funnily enough, sometimes some people would kinda talk back and ask like, well, there's not much people around, it's okay, right? Most of the times when we tell them to move, it's because we were afraid of the crowd coming and wanted to make sure that there was space for them to sit. Because if they sat at this table, most of the time they like to sit next to the wall. So the worst case scenario was we have to pull these 2 tables to create a small area for the duo and then another area for like the 4 new customers that just came in, which is uncomfortable for everybody because now this couple is being squished by a wall and a group of 4 friends that they don't know. This was so horrible when it was packed and there was so many people that were facing back to back. Oh yes, so people could actually order through a QR code on the table, or they could go to the counter to order. So actually we didn't... Hi, welcome to the place I work at. Can I take your order? And eventually I was taught how to do the cash register. During rush hour, it would be so hectic. It was insane. There were people waiting outside, people trying to find a seat, people trying to order, us trying to serve, us sometimes taking orders, us serving, us cleaning tables, wiping tables, moving the tables, adding chairs, stacking bowls, drying spoons, washing cups, taking orders again. Can you help me to serve this? Table 9. Ash, they said they didn't order this. How do you mean by they didn't order this? I don't know, they said that they didn't order this. They ordered 36. What the heck is 36? Oh my god, we are running out of spoons. And there were also delivery orders coming in at all the wrong times. This one machine would print out the receipt, but it would ring like once, and we would miss it if we weren't around to hear it, and if we weren't around for the QR code when it rang, we would miss it and then would only realize once there were like 3 tables of receipts in a row. And sometimes the QR code machine didn't even work. The kitchen looked chaotic as hell from the outside, and we would also be screaming to the kitchen for certain orders and changes. Sometimes people want coconut milk instead of cow's milk, or they didn't want a certain topping, or they wanted a certain ice cream, and then the ice cream that was placed here was wrong, so they had to change it. And there were a few desserts that you could choose hot or cold, and oh, we would forget and grab it so fast. After the rush, we would be sweating freaking waterfalls. It would be so tiring and chaotic, and it was insane. But after the day, we would head home and like talk about things that happened and laugh about it. There are actually many more things that happened there, but that's a story for another day.